Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Tech This Week. Hope all of you are keeping well. So, today we'll be discussing a shift which seemed small. In fact, when I was going through it, it seemed very small, but actually could completely change the way we look at pricing in technology. It could change how tech is sold in India, in fact. But before I get into technology, I guess you would have also noticed something and which caught my attention, and that's the pricing of, these OTT platforms. We've seen, how these OTT platforms, are rolling out, smaller, cheaper plans, single device plans, mobile only plans, short term passes. I'm sure all of you have seen that and noticed it. You know, it almost feels like everyone is trying to, fit into that 49 rupees, under 49 rupees, under 99 rupees bracket. And it's easy to assume this is happening because India is what we've always been told and learned. India is price sensitive. But this is where I'm going to break the story. That's not the real story. Where Indians, you know, aren't asking, is this good value for money? What they're actually asking, if you think through, is can I try this without thinking too much? And that's where bite-sized pricing comes in, right? Before I dive further on into the story, let me make you understand what bite-sized pricing is. Bite-sized pricing is not about lowering prices to grow user base. It's essentially what are you doing? You're trying to lower commitment to remove mental friction. If you understand, because in India the psychology works like this. Once a plan crosses a particular threshold, say 199 rupees, the consumer starts evaluating: do I need this every month? You know, will I forget to cancel? Will it really be used enough? And is it worth recurring deduction? But below 99 rupees, for instance, there's no debate. It is like an impulse purchase. It becomes ठीक है कर लेते हैं, right? So platforms are not just about lowering prices. What are they doing? They're actually reducing decision making. And you have to understand, why is it topical? Why is are we doing it now? Right? Here are the real reasons. Like I said in the beginning, India, like we've always been told and learned, is actually not price sensitive as much as we want to believe in it. It's actually more about being commitment sensitive. That is probably the most misunderstood insight in the Indian consumer behavior. Because Indians actually spend. You think of it, right? Most of us who live in the urban metros, we spend say 1,500 rupees on food delivery without thinking. 3,000 rupees on a jersey, 50,000 on a phone. But when it comes to say a monthly subscription of 299 rupees, we'll hesitate. Why? Because subscription feel invisible and endless. What we are worried is, what if we can't track this commitment? What if you charge and you forget and you keep on getting deducted, right? And therefore it's a leak in your finances. So when platforms reduce price, they're actually not solving affordability. They're solving that commitment anxiety. It's so less the people, even if they forget, will not pinch them, right? And you have to understand the next 300 million users aren't like the first 300 million users. Understand this. There's a huge strata divide. In the first 300 million users, right? They were the first wave of digital users, and they were mostly, urban population, credit card comfortable, subscription friendly, and they were used to, Netflix, Prime, Spotify, and so on and so forth. But this wave is different because they are UPI native, prepaid mindset, uh, episodic consumption, and more about they live in the moment. So it's about use now versus subscription forever. But they don't want to pay every month. They want, let me use it for the today, and that's it, right? They don't want any leak in the finances, and that's what most of the companies realize. The next phase of India is not subscription India. It's actually recharge India. A lot like the how the telcos mastered this place, right? And you have to understand, it is not just about telcos or OTT. It's a pattern, right? And this is where you have to understand the story is bigger, much bigger than prepaid cards or OTTs. Because you see, one size, this bite size pricing. is has been there for many years, and it is going beyond entertainment. You know, you see music apps, they have free tiering, then you have those 99 rupees per month, 100 rupees per month plans. Then you have news, which is 1 day a month, 1 day, 1 rupee per day to 99 rupees per month. Gaming, you have battle passes, season passes. Education, you have paper course, paper module, and so forth. So the question what that we need to ask is, where do we go next? And it is definitely going to go beyond entertainment as we see it, right? And why is it associated with technology? But think of it. The pricing model is going to be quite spread into, say, AI tools. Instead of having, this triple nine rupees, triple nine per month for AI, it will become, I don't know, paper task, paper report, paper resume, paper pitch deck, right? It could be about cloud storage. It could be event-based pricing. Instead of getting one-stop pricing, you can pay for backup once, pay for storage bursts, pay for photo walls, right? Uh, so on and so forth. So basically, India will turn SaaS into sachet economics. And the FMCG sector understood this space very well. India is moving from the subscription economy to a top-up economy. And this is how India has always worked. If you think of it, uh, remember the days where FMCG mastered it. You have shampoo sachets, 5 rupee chips, 10 rupee detergent, and the tech companies are discovering today, what FMCG guys knew many years back. Low entry price is not cheapness, actually. It's adoption psychology, you know. And that is where it gets a little uncomfortable for tech companies. Why? And how is it a little different from, say, a FMCG company? Because when you have bite-sized pricing, it will have its drawbacks, right? It will hurt margins, it will increase churn, it complicates billing and product design, and it reduces this premium perception. But not doing it also is risky, right? Because it leads to stagnation, urban saturation, growth illusion, and very importantly, losing the next 300 million subscribers or users. So what companies are choosing is reach over richness. And once you choose reach, the business model has to evolve, right? So, like I said, the story isn't about OTT pricing, it's much bigger and beyond. And it is about us, how we look at things, our psychology. People don't just ask, is this affordable? What they essentially ask is, can I exit easily if it doesn't work? And this behavior doesn't stop in personal spending, it carries into professional buying too. Even tech companies, CIOs and procurement teams are now thinking the same way. Pilot first, modular adoption, pay as you go, shorter commitments, and outcome-led pricing. So bite-sized pricing is not a discount strategy. It's a trust strategy where low commitment reduces regret and low regret leads to better adoption. So before I conclude, this is why the top-up mindset won't remain limited to OTTs or telcos. It will reshape how tech gets sold in India because the winning companies won't just build better platforms. They'll make adoption feel like a non-decision. But be mindful, in India, the biggest competitor is not just another product, it's heritage. Think on this. I really found this story very interesting. A lot for me to mull over. I hope the same goes for you. Have a lovely week ahead.